And we're back with another crazy cheating story. I came home from deployment to find out my wife was cheating with my dad. I just got back from my third overseas deployment. Combat, hot zone. Not the kind of place you send letters from, the kind you send dog tags back from. My wife and I had been married for 10 years. We met in high school, got married before I joined the military, and she stuck with me through basic. Our first apartment and those broke early years, I thought she was my forever. I sent every check home, set her up with everything she needed while I was sleeping in the sand and dodging bullets. She was back in the States managing our household, or so I thought. Let me walk you through the nightmare that was my birthday week. The week my whole life flipped inside out. I landed back on US soil on a Thursday morning. My wife didn't meet me at the airport. She said she had to work. I was annoyed, but she shrugged it off. She had picked up odd jobs while I was away, everything from freelance marketing to part time work at salons. She told me we'd do something special that weekend, a birthday dinner and a surprise. When I got home, the house looked different, cleaner than usual, almost like someone had scrubbed away evidence. But the weirdest part, she had two new phones. I only ever paid for one line. Oh man. That night she took a shower and I couldn't help it. I checked the second phone. It had no lock. Rookie mistake. My stomach dropped. The texts were from the clients, dozens of them, all saved numbers like Plumber Rick or Dentist Kevin. But they weren't talking about toilets or teeth. They were scheduling appointments, paying rates, asking for her special girlfriend experience. I scrolled faster, my hands shaking. There were Cash App and Venmo receipts, some going back months, even years. She had been working as a high end escort, not just cheating, profiting off of it, and it gets worse. She insisted on taking me out Saturday, my actual birthday. She picked a fancy steakhouse. When I walked in, my mom, brother, and a few friends yelled, "Surprise!" I pretended to smile. Then I saw him, my dad. Now, let me be clear, my father and I aren't close. He left when I was young, came back into my life in my 20s, and we were trying to rebuild. He and my wife were always polite, but distant. Or so I thought. At the dinner, he kept looking at her, smirking. I should have walked out then, but I was in shock. I played along, ate food, opened the presents, and then she handed me a custom gift box inside. A letter bound planner, a write on the first page, a schedule of bookings, clients' names, dates, services, and payments amounts, all handwritten. The one name kept popping up more than the rest, Mr. D. At the bottom of the page, scrubbed in red ink, Mr. D prefers to Thursday nights and Saturday mornings. Wants to try 2 hour girlfriend packages again next week. I looked at her. She looked pale. She hadn't meant to give me that version of the planner. I flipped to the contact page, Mr. D's full name, Daniel, my father. Hey, yo, how your father smashing your wife, but she's an escort, so he booking her, bro? What? The truth breaks me. I stormed out of that dinner. She followed, sobbing, begging, gaslighting is not what you think. So I did what any broken, betrayed man would do. I hired a PI next morning. He found everything, photos of her meeting my dad at the motel out downtown, audio of her talking to her best friend about keeping the money in the family. Hey, yo, messages where she joked that my dad tipped her better than her other clients. Whoa. Bank statements that showed she used my deployment funds to start the escort site. She paid someone to design it, market it, and even advertise it anonymously. Oh, and one last detail. The PI dug up an abortion clinic visit 6 months ago. My wife had told me she couldn't get pregnant. That was the problem. But according to the clinic, she was 9 weeks pregnant at the time. And the father, she told them the baby was from an older client with family ties. I confront. Wait, wait, wait. So your wife cheat. You find out she's an escort, and she was pregnant by your pops. What? I confronted her with all of it. She broke down, confessed to everything. She said it started as a way to feel desired while I was gone. That my dad slid into it after she vented about missing me. She said she never wanted me to find out. She was right about that. I left. I moved in with a buddy from my unit. Filed divorce. Haven't spoke to my dad since. But my lawyer made sure everyone involved was served properly. I've seen I've seen war. I've buried friends. I've walked through hell and back and come home alive. But nothing hurt like this. The woman I love built a business around cheating on me. The father I was trying to forgive paid her to be someone else. And they both did it with smiles on their faces. Happy birthday to me. Now, most importantly, do you know where your children are? Wow, that was a crazy story.